Good, happy Monday morning, everyone, and happy Memorial Day. We are broadcasting live here in our Lakes Region studio. And welcome to Good Morning, New Hampshire. Let's begin. First up, Border Patrol conducting checkpoint on Interstate 93. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
So many great options. What are you going to have?
I'm going to have an 8, a 27, a 9, and a 5.
Play Keno 603 today. With drawings every 5 minutes, your win time could be anytime.
On second thought, I'll just do an easy pick. And a Caesar salad.
A line of cars, trucks, and SUVs slowly inch their way down I-93 south. Just ahead, U.S. Border Patrol agents stand on the side of the highway with stop signs. One by one, they go from vehicle to vehicle, checking in with drivers and passengers.
And there were officers there with dogs, and there was a big white van, and there were about 50 to 100 cars stopped.
Jenna Shanwal was coming home from a day of hiking when she was stopped at the checkpoint.
When we got up to an officer, he asked us if we were U.S. citizens. We said yes. And he said, you can go on your way.
And now these searches actually happen often here in New Hampshire, but last year one was clouded in controversy after a New Hampshire judge ruled that some searches were unconstitutional. During last year's stops, several dozen people were charged with allegedly possessing small amounts of drugs for personal use. The ACLU represented 16 of them in a lawsuit fighting the charges. In the end, the courts concluded their Fourth Amendment rights were violated, highlighting evidence collected by Customs and Border Protection agents could not be used in court. Attorneys representing the government in that case said the agents were in their jurisdiction and did not need warrants to conduct searches of people's vehicles. As for Sunday's search, it's not clear as to what exactly agents were looking for. An official at the checkpoint told News 9 they were not at liberty to discuss specifics. State and local police say they are not part of the process. We did reach out to the Border Patrol Public Information Officer for more information, but have not heard back as of airtime. Reporting in Woodstock, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your weather forecast for today and for the upcoming week with meteorologist Josh Judge.
Back in the day, Beltates knew that if we provided quality products and honest service, customers would come back again and again. Have things changed? Sure. Hasn't is Beltate's commitment to giving you a fair price and friendly service. Visit us at beltates.com.
Good Monday morning. It's Memorial Day. I'm wishing you the best of your holiday weekend. And we start off with some looking at the winds, because the winds coming in today, this morning, out of the northeast or the east, depending upon where you are, and that's bringing in the cooler air off the ocean. And that means coolest conditions again today will be in the southeastern part of the state. And the mildest areas of the state will be north and west, where you could get into the 70s. But the winds gradually through the day modify a little bit. And by tomorrow, meaning Tuesday, look at that, they shift around to the other direction. And that is going to be a big change in our weather forecast. So here's some of your news and notes for the next couple of days. It certainly will be a slow start today, fog and drizzle this morning, but some afternoon breaks of sunshine. Brightening skies are on the way for this afternoon, especially away from the coast. The coast may take all day before it clears out. So warmer today, not as warm as tomorrow, which tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, we're talking 70s and 80s. And an early look ahead to the end of the week and next weekend, there's the possibility of leftover tropical characteristics from Alberta, which is in the Gulf of Mexico today, but could make it by the end of the week to here and into next weekend. But that's a big wild card in our forecast. Overnight, there were some scattered showers around, and as we go through the morning hours, mainly just a cloudy day with some drizzle and maybe some mist for a while during the morning hours. So any early morning observations today could see the drizzle at times. getting into the middle part of the day, the sun starts breaking out first in northern and western New Hampshire, and then gradually taking its time, but eventually by mid to late afternoon, some breaks of sun should even work their way toward the seacoast. Monday night into Tuesday, fairly calm, and then Tuesday, plenty of sunshine, and just like that, the temperatures are really going to hop up quite a bit, and they stay that way for the next several days through Tuesday, Wednesday, and at least Thursday. So today's high temperatures depends on where you are. Near the coast, considerably cooler than areas farther west and north. The morning clouds and fog will yield to some sunny breaks this afternoon. We're down into the 50s just about everywhere tonight. And then for tomorrow, as I mentioned, a big time jump in temperatures. We are well into the 80s. Some spots could get near 90 tomorrow. So the extended forecast, here it is for your rest of the weekend, holiday weekend anyway, and the week ahead. Transition day today with improvement, especially by this afternoon. And most of this week looking sunny and warm. As I mentioned, at the end of the week and into next weekend, that's when our next chance for widespread scattered showers will be because of those tropical remnants. That is a look at your forecast. Hope you have a nice rest of the weekend. And no matter what you do, whether it's observing Memorial Day and remembering our fallen soldiers, or if you're just hanging out, enjoy the week ahead. It will be warmer.
Okay, and there you go on your weather forecast. A warmer week ahead. That is a good thing. And now let's take a look at your sports. LeBron's 35 help Cavs beat Celtics 87-79. Reach NBA Finals. LeBron James scored 35 points with 15 rebounds and 9 assists on Sunday night to earn an 8th straight trip to the NBA Finals, leading the Cleveland Cavaliers to an 87-79 victory over the Boston Celtics in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The first close game of the series, the lowest scoring, James played all 48 minutes for his 6th straight Game 7 win. The NBA Finals begin Thursday at either Houston or Golden State. The Rockets host the 7th game of the West Finals on Monday night. Jason Tatum scored 24 for Boston, which was looking to return to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2010. And the Boston Celtics did a good job this year. We wish them the very best. '18 Memorial Day parades events in New Hampshire. Wondering when your town is holding its Memorial Day parade, or if your town has specific events to mark the holiday weekend? Here's a working list of towns with set dates and /times. And let's take a look at that list. And that is a look at your list. Very cool indeed. Five things to grill to make you the coolest barbecuer. It's safe to say that everyone will be having a barbecue on Memorial Day. Just think of it now. Endless hot dogs, hamburgers, and phony conversations about how good Cheryl's food potato salad is, even though it sucks. You don't want to be Cheryl. So what do you do? Read this article to find out some recipes that will set you apart from neighbors next door. And let's take a look at the recipes. Grilled romaine hearts with Caesar vinaigrette. Grilled s'mores banana boat. That looks yummy. Smoked and stuffed avocado. Grilled peaches with vanilla ice cream. Baked brie with rosemary, honey, and Canton walnuts. That's a look at all the recipes. Very cool indeed. And now let's take a look at your entertainment news. And entertainment news for you, we have all the way Princess Diana was incorporated into the royal wedding. Let's take a listen to the video from Entertainment Tonight.
Meghan followed royal tradition when she had her bouquet placed on the tomb of the unknown warrior at Westminster Abbey. The tradition was started by the Queen's mother in 1923.
And by the way, that bouquet also included some forget-me-nots. They were Princess Di's favorite flower. Harry picked them from the Kensington Palace garden. It was just another way that he paid tribute to his mother.
Little Princess Charlotte's flower crown also included Diana's favorite blooms. Throughout the day, the 3-year-old princess showed signs of joy and wonder, reminding us of her late grandmother. During the ceremony, Harry seemed to tear up with emotion as his mother's favorite hymn was played. The stirring song, "Guide Me, O Thou Great Redeemer," was also sung at Diana's funeral more than 20 years ago. Meghan's 16-foot-long veil seemed to be another reminder of the late Princess of Wales. Diana's enormous veil also billowed in the wind on her wedding day to Charles.
And you just wonder if that was a subtle nod from the bride to the mother-in-law she'll never meet.
Diana's siblings all attended. Her brother, Charles Spencer, was one of the early arrivers, and her sister, Lady Jane Fellows, did the Bible reading.
In many ways, it was almost like listening to Diana. Their voices were very, very similar.
Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away.
It's an enormous privilege for me to be invited here to Angola.
During the post-wedding lunch reception, Harry made an emotional speech paying tribute to his late mother, and Meghan's Something Blue may have been the ultimate touching remembrance.
That stunner of a ring, that aquamarine Cartier ring from Diana's collection, which had been left for Harry. He knew that it was always going to be Meghan's. He waited until their wedding night to give it to her, and you could see as she was waving off in that jag, that flush of aquamarine, a really beautiful and lovely tribute to Diana. She would have been so proud.
Very cool indeed. Looks like a nice ring. Now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today. And in your celebrity birthdays for today, here are all the celebrities celebrating a birthday for today. And happy birthday to all of those celebrities. We hope you have a wonderful birthday. And now let's take a look at the New Hampshire event calendar and see what type of events are happening today in New Hampshire on this Memorial Day. Laugh, then laugh some more. Monadnock Knock Knock Comedy, May 2018 at 7.